That's what we see Jay-Z has done. That's what we see Puff has done. The music don't become how you pay the bills. It's a lot of pressure off of it. You got other things bringing in income, you can make music.
This new song with Nip and Jay, what the fuck, I got something to say. What a slap in the fucking face. Like what the fuck is going on? Who told you that song and did you know all along? And why did your bitch sell that painting 2 weeks after he was gone? I'm gonna tell you what it feels like. It feels a little fishy. Feels like something's going on ever since that John Legend song and Khaled's prediction of a Grammy. If you ask me, I can't stand him. Seems a little weird. Question number one, why's there no blood? Question number two, Sam left in the AM is true, but you're talking about the shits all up in the afternoon. Don't trip, we're gonna find out the truth soon. Who did what to who? Did they plan to eat the chili fries or was it just a surprise? Can you see the lies of witness in a cowboy's eyes? Are we gonna just sit here and forget? Are we gonna ride like Nip said? It's a little weird that the judge quit. Handing out immunities like candy makes me sick. I got a lot of unanswered questions like, why's the footage all grit and I can't see shit? Who the fuck is that white man in that white BMW? Probably was the FBI. Yeah, I noticed that white guy, and I noticed the car wasn't in the pictures when they showed them afterwards. They thought we would forget. They got that shit backwards. They weren't expecting me to drop this track and raise all these questions with my Mac words. I'm really mobbing through LA smoking backwoods. I've been doing this shit all my life. TMC, AMI. You might just see an empty parking lot when you ride by. Well, me, I see way more. I see an independently owned store. I see the community taking power back, whether you're white, Mexican, Asian, or black. As long as you're not blue. Good ones, there might be a few, but from my life experience, I'm like, fuck that. I'm not defending Eric, but what's the fucking delay? They requested a quick trial, it's been over 800 days. They try to distract us in so many clever, creative ways. Yeah, you got your Grammy, and now you're a billionaire. But what about the families that are still living there? Seems a little unfair, just a little something to compare. I never seen a fireman wearing a bulletproof vest. Yes, the shit to me seems a little suspect. The shit's a little weird. Crisis actors taking away our fathers, making our child some bastards, killing creative men and women for their masters. The waves that Nip wrote in, you didn't know when it began. A bunch of new chapters. You didn't think about what would happen after. We would put the pieces together on your transparent bullshit. I can see right through it, like the clear blue sky in the LA sunny weather, where the palm trees swing side to side and we ride together on a white horse or a double R hearse in a foreign car. Either way, you gotta be on guard because they're on tap for anyone who's brown or black with tats. Everybody sees it, but nobody wants to attack. It's sad if you ask. We all gotta blast back. We're in the game, though we can't touch the ball. Seems a little unfair if you ask me, that's all. So take your ignorant ass to YouTube and type in Tanique Views to get the real news. We're doing the shit for justice, not views. Sharing knowledge and coming together, that's the real tool. He tried to lead us to the lake, so don't sleep on the knowledge that he gave to me and you. He wanted us to learn from his mistakes, so with our new knowledge, good decisions we could make. And also one thing I wanted to say myself, they killed Dr. Sebi because he was teaching health. Assassins, they come in all shapes and sizes, big booties, hips and thighs. Oh, you're Diddy's girl, right? Oh yeah, John Legend, some things happen at your video shoot. I got a couple questions for you. All those strings you pulled, you still can't make a rap hit. You punk ass little bitch, you probably got a little dick. All the shit that you have to did. This new song with Nip and Jay, what the fuck, I got something to say. What a slap in the fucking face. This new song with Nip and Jay, what the fuck, I got something to say. What a slap in the fucking face.
What up, chat? What up, chat? Everybody in the chat, how you guys doing? I like to say to you guys, what would I say? I'd say happy Saturday to you. It's a happy Saturday. It's a happy Saturday. If you're alive and you guys are on this chat tonight, it is a happy Saturday. Things may not be the way you want them to be, but it's a happy Saturday. And if the devil's on your track and he's trying to hold you back, that means you're doing something good, and that should make you happy. So happy Saturday to each one of you all. Happy Saturday to the internet and everybody. And I'm glad you guys came out tonight. I'd like to start by saying everything on this show is alleged and is used for entertainment, religious, educational, and spiritual purposes. Okay, so tonight we got out. That's who popped in the building. Wheezy on the beats in the building. Of course, Kyra knows. What's up, Kyra? You know, man. Share some of that knowledge with us so we can know what you know. Kyra in this building. Kyra knows everything. Of course, we have Mary Davis. She is from Ohio in the house. Be safe and have an amazing night. I miss your platform. Oh, I miss you too, Mary Davis. Now, look, I'm from Middletown too, Middletown, Ohio. That was my home for about 3 years. So, hey, I'm Ohio as well too, a Buckeye as well too. It's in between Dayton and Cincinnati. So, Ohio in the building. And of course, we got Kia Jordan in the building. Yes, we do. Kia Jordan is with us. Kia, ain't seen you in a while. I'm glad you're here. And of course, how could we miss our girl, Alabama born ball? Alabama born ball, you up in this building. And Jerome Grovett in the building from Las Vegas, Nevada. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Oh yeah, Mary, I'm glad that you're doing good. All right. You in Cleveland? Yeah, I was in Middletown. I came through Cleveland, man. Cleveland's something else, but I like Cleveland. And it's just parts of Ohio I like, and parts didn't gel with me. But I like Cleveland. I like Middletown. I kind of like it because at that time, I don't know if they built it up. It was in the middle of nothing. Middletown wasn't that far from Broward County, and that's where of course, Roger was, Roger Chopman and Chopman Brothers and stuff like that. Then that tragedy happened to him, and that's a whole nother ball game. One day, may tell what little about that story I know and how I met Roger in California when he was moving back to Ohio and what his intentions was. So I met him out there in California, and it's some interesting stuff about that we talked about. You got to be careful how you treat people on your way up because you never know who you meet on your way down. Let's see. It's not for. It's not. Okay, I know where it's at. Not far from Springfield. Okay. Okay, Alabama born all says, I've always loved everything Nipsey by you. Glad to be here. A lot of people thought, you see a lot of people, they jumped on a Nip train because of the story. You know, um, for me, it was more than a story. It was much more than a story. I saw Nipsey Hussle as a person. Like me, I made a lot of mistakes. I made mistakes recently that I'm not proud of, but I strive in trying to better myself. Now, one of my biggest problems that I had was always putting, God would move me in a certain direction, and okay, my life would be peaceful. And then I got involved with people whose life was chaotic. They were chaotic. They were also liars. And eventually it took its toll on me. And what they would do, as I learned from one person I was talking to, they were trying to break down what the Godhead had built up in me. And so when they broke down what the Godhead had built up in me, they were trying to find things that would trigger and get you out of your character and get you out of your character. So I had a lot of problems with being around the wrong people. Saying that to say this, when I listen to Nip, I listen to a person clearly who learned a lot from his mistakes. If you listen, I love Nipsey interviews. You can't find one Nipsey interview other than with Lauren London, and I don't even want to talk about that. Um, we got to bring Alexis on the show and let her talk about Lauren. But anyway, my point is, if you listen to a Nipsey interview, Nipsey learned a lot from his mistakes, and I say this because a lot of people say that. But you can see the growth in Nipsey from some of the mistakes. And you can still see that fire trying to be loyal to the streets and things that he came from. And that's what made the guy appreciable and lovable to the whole world because he was just real, point blank. His brother Sam, you see right here, is just real. They were just real people. And I experienced a little, not on the scale that they have it on, but I experienced it a little of what they experienced. What am I talking about? Jealousy. I'm talking about envy and strife. People who are angry that you not falling apart like them. I was in a situation where a person was so knee deep in crap that there was no way on their way up. And for whatever my dumb reasons was, I decided to get into crap with them. And then I started to bearing all their crap until it took its toll on me mentally, financially, physically, and everything else. And then I realized, no, it's time for this to go. I'm not here just to bear your crap. You know, I can do bad by myself. I was doing exceptional things until I got involved with you and I had to separate myself. And what I began to learn is that person was just jealous because one, I ain't filed bankruptcy. I ain't got no bankruptcy. I ain't got any of that stuff that's going on. I'm not losing my house. I ain't losing nothing. Um, my car, uh, my SUV is paid for, and so forth and so forth and so forth. And they were mad and trying to make me get rid of my stuff to hold on to some stuff that they had when they were with somebody else, and I refused to do it. But nevertheless, the point is, throughout life, I found that there were people who were jealous of what, hard work and God had blessed me with. All right. Now, it didn't rise to the level of Nipsey or Black Sam, but imagine the people who were jealous of Nipsey, of Black Sam, uh, just jealous of them because they were a tight family. Not even, before you can even get to the marathon store, all that stuff, a lot of those homes were broken. And even though DeWitt and Angelique weren't together, they still were able to create a family and hold their family together at a time when most families are broken. All right, most families are broken. A lot of men, white, black, have not even seen their fathers. I met a white man, and it kind of surprised me to know he was a police officer too. He had been looking for his father. He joined the police force thinking it would help him find his father. He never found his father. He never laid eyes on his father, and how bad that hurt him. So imagine black guys who don't know who their father is, having no interacting with their father and stuff like that. Then imagine these same black guys around Nip saying, Nip and Sam saying DeWitt, take them here, take them there on the weekends that he got them. And they're a family, So you got people who are envious and jealous of you because you're a family. You ain't even got off in the business. You don't even know who you are now. You just enjoying your family. Two brothers and eventually a sister. Um, and they begin to just enjoy themselves and enjoy life, enjoy their granny. God bless Granny. Granny's not here with us no more, but she was something else. A strong woman, a good Catholic. And boy, I tell you, she could pray. She even prayed for her enemies. I think that was out of everything that happened, that was what I heard that woman say, that she was going to pray for Eric Holder. That was the most powerful statement that I heard. There was nothing more powerful than Granny Hustle, saying she was going to pray for her enemies. A lot of people read that in the Bible or something like that, and they say it. But that was the first time I had ever saw somebody acted right before my eyes on television, and I was amazed because my kid was killed. I can speak about losing a child. She was killed, and I'm gonna be honest with you, that just didn't come out my mouth, but that's a whole nother story nevertheless. So we're tonight reaction. I was supposed to be joined by someone special, but I don't know, man. People tell you that they want to come, do this, that, and the other, and then they disappear and stuff like that. I've been here, Muso Runs. I don't know, you two probably been giving signals. You can check, man. We've been dropping video after video after video and stuff like that. But I've been here, and if you want to come up, and if you saw this, I want you to come up. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the interview that Big Boy did with Black Sam. Now I'm working on an interview too. It's going to hopefully it'll surprise y'all. I don't think it'll be a very long interview or nothing like that, but I just appreciate the person. This person was very close to Nip. I just appreciate the person if the person would come on and tell my audience hi. And I'm praying and I'm talking, and they got to think about it and see. But I believe that it's gonna happen. Kill a car in the building. That's my guy, Killer Carman with the facts. Now you know what, Killer, your sister never did get a chance to come on. Tell her I'm sorry. She always welcome to come on and share what she feel. Because I really look at the video, Killer. You said your sister was gonna come on, and we got to talking. So I don't want to disrespect her. So let her know I'm sorry. And anytime she want to come on, she can come on and say whatever she want to say, even tonight. But okay, now anybody the people who I want to come on here, like I want you to appear on your video, is if you've seen this, and if you haven't seen this, I think you should go on YouTube and watch it. And that is, Big Boy gave us a beautiful interview with Black Sam, Samuel Askadam, and he began to talk a lot about Nip and growing up with Nip, and man, it was just, I'm telling you, there's interviews and then there's just interviews, and this interview was so beautiful. Um, and to hear Sam express himself, I was glad that he's opening up instead of kind of carrying this dead weight, that he was opening up and talking about it. Even the big boy. And I thought the big boy, I don't even know you, bro, but if you're looking at this, you did an exceptional job. You did a patient job. Um, you were very tactful with your questions, man. And I love that interview. So if you guys haven't seen it, you guys type in Big Boy and Samuel Ashton. And I think you're going to learn a lot when you listen to a Black Sam talk. And remember, I told y'all a long time ago, and it applies for these guys to this day. It's not what they say, it's not what this family say that matters. It's what they don't say. If you listen to what Samuel's talking about, and then you think about what he's not talking about, it'll help you form a synopsis. Now, the thing that I enjoyed the most about the whole interview was the beginning of the interview. I mean, I knew this was going to happen one day, that he was going to tell, intricate things and things we didn't know about, like how and his brother start off. It was just so pure and so beautiful, just a normal couple of brothers, enjoying themselves, enjoying brotherhood, enjoying family, nippers and computers and stuff like that, and into electronics. And I thought it was really beautiful the way that they started out. But you know what I did notice? That one of the things when he was talking, even though they weren't sure what their purpose was, but if you listen to Sam, Sam will kind of tell you that they started out with a purpose. They started out with a purpose. And that is amazing. What's up, Lucius 071? That is amazing that these young guys can start out with a purpose. Yeah, and Tink Tink says it best. It was beautifully done, respectful and authentic. I thought Big Boy did such a job on this interview that interview should get an award. Everybody don't know how to interview, and he didn't go in for the kill. He took his time. He thought about the questions before he asked, gave the man a chance to answer the questions. And I tell you, the other thing that I enjoyed was to see how Sam has grown the business, keeping the dream alive, keeping the marathon going. That was a blessing to me. He showed the warehouse. Let's see. Tink Tink says, should have definitely got an award. Definitely, it should have got an award. I mean, this was very beautiful. Nipsey Hussle was probably the biggest star, rap star to come out of Southern California in a long time. I ain't talking about people who came from other places and adopted to California. Nipsey Hussle was born and raised in California, and Sam talked about that. That no, he wasn't born in Africa. They were born in L.A. They were born there, born and raised there. They're Americans, real Americans. So Fiction Place says she saw it and she watched it earlier. Yes, it was a good job. I'm telling you, that was a good interview. Kyra says it's innovative. I mean, listen, y'all know if an interview is bad, y'all know and be all over it. But I actually have watched that interview twice because one, I was saying like, when I decided I want to jump the film, I think the way that Big Boy handled those questions, and I know Big Boy been in radio and stuff for a long time, but when you're on camera, it's a whole different ballgame. He handled those questions in a way that I would have wanted to handle questions asking a superstar or anything like that. Big Boy did a good job. Ting Ting said, I believe Sam would be strange. I believe Sam would be strategic in who he would sit down and have that conversation with. I truly feel no one else could have done it better than Sam. Exactly. Sam knew that. Exactly. Exactly. I've said it for years that when you want the real truth is gonna be told by Black Sam. Now, one of the things that I was surprised at, one of the things that surprised me in the interview, I'm gonna kind of cover some of it, not all of it. One of the things that I was surprised at when Black Sam said, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but he had spent the entire night in that store, and I was right. That Nip and Black Sam, they were up there for Baba Leo's, the restaurant. But he said he had spent the entire night in that store. And then he just woke up and then decided to go to Granny's house for a couple of hours to get some sleep. So he just missed it from actually happening. I thought that was very telling. Very telling. Very telling that, let's see, he covered for another employee. Yep, that's right, Kyrie. He covered for another employee. And that is incredible, man. These guys, just pure businessmen. They really love their employees. You can see all of that stuff. He could have been out on a date with a girl or something like that, but no, he covered for employees supposed to come in. So Marlon Currington says he was talking about the weed store. Oh, so he wasn't talking about the marathon, Marlon. That's what I'm saying. We all hear different. So yeah, I need you to type in here. So he was not talking about the marathon, Marlon. Ting Ting said he was covering for another employee at the dispensary. Okay, at the dispensary. Okay, that's why I say y'all correct me. It's all good. But I thought it was at the marathon store. That's what I thought it was. Because it was a dispensary. So he was covering for somebody else at the dispensary. Now, look, do any of you guys know how far the dispensary was from the marathon store in real time? Anybody? LA should be in here. You mentioned the NIP. So, anybody know how far that dispensary was from the marathon store? Minutes, miles, it don't make a difference. Uh, Let me see. Yeah, okay, we got somebody trying to pull it up. How far the dispensary was from the marathon store. Because he was at the dispensary. And he left the dispensary and went back to Granny's house. And of course, Granny's the one who set it off. She said it happened in the morning. Okay. Marlon Curtis said he in Ohio. Okay, Ohio. All right. But I watched the whole video interview. Okay. That's good. That is real good. Yeah, I did too, all the way to the credits. I ain't gonna tell you I remember it because I got a million and one things to do. But there were things about it that I did remember. And there were things about it that I found interesting. One of the other things that I found interesting was, um, okay, it still hurts. Yeah, it does. Pink plays 3 and 4. Yeah, it does. This is gonna hurt for a long time because it's just something that it, as the congressman said in the documentary that I have up on the page, it don't make no sense. It don't make any sense. There's no reason that Nip had to go out like that. And even Eric Holder doing it don't make no sense. What jail, as I said, did they put Eric Holder in? Why is that such a big secret? We know where everybody else at in the whole world. If I remember right, it's not far. It's like 10, 12 minutes. Okay, 10, 12 minutes. So Tink Tink says 10, 12 minutes. So does anybody know what jail they put Eric Holder in? Because I still can't find out what jail they put Eric Holder in. How do we know he's in jail? I haven't been able to find it. I'm not saying it ain't so. I'm not saying it is so. I'm saying that some of the worst hardened criminals in the United States of America, we know everything about. Sam did say he felt it was a plot from the start. And that's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I still feel that Nipsey Hussle's death was a plot from the start. But unlike most people, I'm supposed to be joined by a guest. I don't know if he's going to come on, but Afghanistan was going to come on. Afghanistan has been on this and has been on target with this for a long time. But I want to say this. You right, Marlon. You absolutely right. I believe this was a plot. But I'm going to tell you something. I believe it was like, and I think Sam alluded to this, more than one thing going on at the same time. It was almost like all of the enemies converged. Now, I know for a fact, and I talked about this because I got it from some pastor woman notes and stuff that Lauren had Nipsey going to, that there were 20 people that was apt and dip. And those 20 people had not been exposed. I'm going to see about exposing those 20 people. And it was Nip who really wanted to go deal with this situation. And Lauren wanted him to go see this pastor. So Lauren was a problem. You know, and I'm not even going to go there, but she was a problem. And however, Nip didn't do what he should have did. But nevertheless, there was definitely 20 people who were at Nip. There's no question about that. Those 20 people need to be talked about. We need to find out why they at NIP. So Lisa Wheeler in the building. Google says the two stores are 21.7 miles away from each other, approximately 42 minutes according to Google. You guessed it, will depend on traffic. Okay, LA traffic. Thank you, Lisa, for joining in. Tink Tink says, Lisa, that is the new store in Congo Park. Okay, y'all got to get it together. Yeah, Marlon, I'm with you. I believe, and I'm with everybody, this was definitely a plot. Now, part of the reason I believe it is because of Operation Laser. Of course, Operation Laser started in 2011, and that's where they decided, hey, T, go in, go, what is it? T, go say it if it has to be said. You go ahead, T, you say it if it's got to be said. Let me even give you a platform. I'm going to put it out there for you. Come on. Marlon, you can come on too if you want to talk about it. I want you to tell me what you think about the interview and some of the things that Sam said. So if you're looking for how to come on, all you got to do is click that link you see right there, and that'll bring you on board. And you can come on. Marlon, I'd like you to come on because you watched the whole interview. Come on, Marlon. Click that link and come up here. Tell me what you think about the interview. I thought this interview was revolutionary. I thought that Big Boy did a fantabulous job. I would feel comfortable going on his show. Not many YouTube shows I want to go on, dealing with all these people and carrying guns and rappers and stuff like that. But Big Boy carried a show that seemed like it was safe. In fact, if it wasn't safe, I know Black Sam wouldn't have went. And he asked some serious questions. So y'all can see how to come on at the bottom of the screen. I want to hear your take on it before I give mine. Anybody willing to come up and give their take on this interview, what you like about it or what you didn't like about it. If there's anything not to like about it, you can see any one of these links or we'll let you go. Bring you up. Pink says, I agree. To get Black Sam to talk about it. Yeah. And I'm glad that he did because I don't know about anybody else. When I was watching him talk about it, he seemed like he seemed better. It seemed like he released something by just sharing it. But I got cut off earlier. The other thing I liked was the size of the marathon's warehouse. I thought that was so cool when I saw the size of the marathon's warehouse and all of their stuff, merch. Can you hear me now, Kyra? I need you to type yes in there or something. I don't want to cut off early if I don't have to. Good. What I was saying was some people are all about control. They want to control you. And people, if they can't control you, will harm you. I've seen this with a lot of people. Um, there you are. If I say ting ting, I'm telling you, I just went through a thing, and I'm gonna talk about it when I get the chance, where someone was doing everything they can, including voodoo. That's right, voodoo, to try and control me. But that's why I got the Lord Jesus on my side. It didn't work. But they did, and they were after control. I mean, trying to dominate me. I got to talk about this. I mean, I'm gonna really go into full detail on this. Uh, I can't go into full detail on this like I'd like to, because I've never seen. I personally have never seen. I've never seen some things that I got to deviate. I'm sorry, y'all know I don't mind deviating. I never seen a woman with a man spirit. Now, can anybody here ever help me? Have y'all ever seen? Oh, I ain't talking about a lesbian. I'm talking about somebody who's trying to play a woman but act like a man, like a demon, like a male demon was on the inside of a woman and could turn into a boy. There was nothing feminine about this woman, just a boy, and was trying to dominate a person. Have any of y'all just type it in there? Just type yes or no if you ever seen anybody like that, because I never seen anything like that before. I know it was demonic what I ran up into. Let's see. We got yeah, it was witchcraft, Kyrie. It was. That's why I started a series on it. Yep, wickedness, witchcraft is real. It is. It is definitely real, no question about it. Not that I didn't believe it was real. Well, let me show you how much I believe witchcraft real. I want to show y'all something I always talk about. Well, I tell men to be careful what they eat, but take a look at this. Now I want you to see that. That is her panties she's taking off, and she's going to wrap it around the spaghetti. Now pay close attention. They're going to hang them up over the sink. So I know that it's real, and that's why I don't. Don't be running nowhere, Pink. Look at Kyra's sick. I mean, I'm just saying. That's why I don't eat everywhere. Try not to anyway, because of stuff like that. And sitting there kissing on the baby, hanging it up over the sink like she ain't did nothing. So I know that it is real. Somebody told me they practicing woo. I don't care what you practicing. That's why the government won't let you in over in this country, and no other country let you in over there. That's just pure filthy to take your underwear off and strain spaghetti for somebody to eat. That is just pure filthy. Point blank. There's nothing funny about it. It's pure filth. And that's why I try and limit myself to who, what, and where that I eat. But I recently learned that you'll be surprised who actually lives like that. So, however, in the interview, I enjoyed some things that Black Sam talked about. I enjoyed the warehouse, how big it grew, and all of the employees in there. And I'm kind of digging that shirt he wearing too. I ain't seen that one. Look, Black Sam, I know you and Adam, one of y'all watching. I want to buy that shirt you wearing. I want to see some kind of special with that shirt. I thought that shirt was tops with pops, especially seeing I hang around in the wintertime. I need to get me a few. I need to get me like 10 of those in different colors. So get me an order to my email. This is my email right here. I'm putting up it for you. Sneak reviews. I want 10 of them shirts you wearing like that because I'm in the Midwest and on the East Coast. And so therefore, I experienced uh, some pretty bad weather. I want to keep my arms and stuff like that covered. So I want to get about 10, maybe 20 of those, as many colors as I can get them, maybe 10, 20 of the same colors. I kind of dig that where it cover your arms, but that's where you want to be when you hanging around Wisconsin, Chicago, Indiana, Minnesota, and you going all the way back from there to Ohio, Washington, New York, or you going down south, hanging out to Tennessee till you get to Georgia or whatever it may be. Tennessee gets cold too. So my whole point is, if you're watching Black Sam, I want 20 of those. That's what I want. I want some kind of package. I want 20 of those in many colors as I can get. As Akira says, facts. So, however, my point was that I enjoyed the growth of the marathon, how it grew. Cause I've seen the old warehouse, look at that warehouse, and now they, running almost 2 or 3 different stores on different sides. Just great things. I'm proud to see him keeping his brother's dream alive, and not just that. I was glad that he mentioned Fats inside of the interview too. So Fats was a part of this. It was Fats that even discovered the first store that they had, even though the police was harassing them and stuff like that. So basically, what I wanted to say was, I know this was a plot, and in my personal opinion, allegedly, I have to believe the LAPD was a part, especially after reading Operation Laser, where their intentions were to kill Nipsey and Black Sam. Now, I want to say this too. I'm not like most people. I don't believe this hit was for Nip like most people do. Let me see what Tink Tink says. Yes, he took it all the way back. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Tink, he really did. But Tink, I'm gonna tell you something. In my personal opinion, I believe that this hit was probably arranged for Black Sam, and he just happened to be at a different store, happened to go to Granny's house. I believe Nip just showed up there for Baba Leo's, and something went down. But I believe they had every intention on taking the real brains. Because I know y'all think the real brains is Nipsey, but I'm gonna tell you something. You can see it in the day-to-day operations right now of the marathon. There's no way that I believe the marathon could succeed without Black Sam, his brain, his creativity, his ability to do business on a business level, the ability to get employees that'll go the last mile of the way for you. There is no way that could be done. There's no way that Nip could be rapping and going across the country on tour and do that. And Ting Ting says, that is an interesting point of view. I never thought of that. Yeah, I'm telling you, I believe that hit the whole time was to kill Black Sam. I don't believe it was to kill Nipsey. It's been proven that Nipsey just popped up there and shouldn't have been up there. But if he really wanted to hurt Nipsey, you would get his brother. Nipsey would not have been able to rap, go on tours with these people, and hold down no marathon store. And nobody else would have had the knowledge on how to do that other than Black Sam, because it was his baby from the days it was on the corner. And all he's doing is rocking his baby, and he's rocking it all the way to success now. I have always believed that that hit was to kill him first, because he was the one that masterminded, and him and Fats, and coming up with the designs and printing those T-shirts like that. He was the one behind that. And I believe that had Nip just, laid in bed another 30, 40 minutes, he probably would still be with us today. Tink says, truth be told, they are each other's hearts. And it's not the first time that they tried to take Black Sam out. I agree with you. And see, to me, the whole problem with all of this is the store. From the former DA that we got rid of, they did not want these guys in this store at all, period. They didn't want them to buy no strip mall. They just didn't want it for whatever their reasons was. But I heard Nip say in another interview, which I forgot, that he didn't even want to sell T-shirts no more. He wanted to just do rap music, but Black Sam talked him into, doing T-shirts again with him with this store. He said he got tired. He didn't want to do it no more. How many times you got to get arrested and get shot at? He said he was done. But Black got on him again and told him to stay there. So to me, I saw the frustration that Nipsey had, and he was done with. He didn't need it. Rap music is taking off, and he started to concentrate on his career. But Black Sam was still concentrating on that store. He probably was still worried about the loss of Fats, the loss of Sandman, and felt like he would be honoring them by staying there. But I believe that the people, and I always say this, and I'm going to conclude with this. I'll always say this. I believe that the original hit at this store was not Eric Holder going to kill Nipsey Hussle, but somebody was going to take out Black Sam. And Nipsey was going to have to live with it. He's not going to be able to run a store and do a tour and do all the stuff you got to do to keep rap music alive. That's what I believe. And I think that that Black Sam left a lot of room for more. Like the truth, the real truth. Like I found out that even though the investigation by the FBI is over with, the federal government is still investigating it because this has led them to other people who have been murdered. And so there's still going to be justice. And I think that when we see the real truth, it's going to shock everybody about what's going on. And I think that's what he left off, letting everybody know that despite what we think, the truth is going to be told. But I want to just let you know how I felt about the video. Thank you, Samuel Askerdum, for making good quality stuff. Thank you for loving your brother and teaching a lot of us how to love our brothers and sisters and stuff like that. And thank you for lending your brother to the world. His messages are still out here. We're still bumping his music. I don't know about anybody else, Sam. I'm still buying from the marathon, so I'm still supporting. To all my subs, to all my followers, I say One Nation.
That's what we see Jay-Z has done. That's what we see Puff has done. The music don't become how you pay the bills. It's a lot of pressure off of it. You got other things bringing in income, you can make music.
This new song with Nip and Jay, what the fuck, I got something to say. What a slap in the fucking face. Like what the fuck is going on? Who told you that song and did you know all along? And why did your bitch sell that painting 2 weeks after he was gone? I'm gonna tell you what it feels like. It feels a little fishy. Feels like something's going on ever since that John Legend song and Khaled's prediction of a Grammy. If you ask me, I can't stand him. Seems a little weird. Question number 1, why is there no blood? Question number 2, Sam left in the AM is true, but you're talking about the shits all up in the afternoon. Don't trip, we're gonna find out the truth soon. Who did what to who? Did they plan to eat the chili fries or was it just a surprise? Can you see the lies of witness in a cowboy's eyes? Are we gonna just sit here and forget? Are we gonna ride like Nip said? It's a little weird that the judge quit, handing out immunities like candy makes me sick. I got a lot of unanswered questions like, why's the footage all grit and I can't see shit? Who the fuck is that white man in that white BMW? Probably was the FBI. Yeah, I noticed that white guy, and I noticed the car wasn't in the pictures when they showed them afterwards. They thought we would forget, they got that shit backwards. They weren't expecting me to drop this track and raise all these questions with my Mac words. I'm really mobbing through LA smoking backwoods. I've been doing this shit all my life. TMC, AMI. You might just see an empty parking lot when you ride by. Well, me, I see way more. I see an independently owned store. I see the community taking power back, whether you're white, Mexican, Asian, or black. As long as you're not blue. Good ones, there might be a few, but from my life experience, I'm like, fuck that. I'm not defending Eric, but what's the fucking delay? They requested a quick trial, it's been over 800 days. They try to distract us in so many clever, creative ways. Yeah, you got your Grammy, and now you're a billionaire. But what about the families that are still living there? Seems a little unfair, just a little something to compare. I never seen a fireman wearing a bulletproof vest. Yes, the shit to me seems a little suspect. The shit's a little weird. Crisis actors taking away our fathers, making our child some bastards, killing creative men and women for their masters. The waves that Nip rode in, you didn't know where to begin. A bunch of new chapters, you didn't think about what would happen after. We would put the pieces together on your transparent bullshit. I can see right through it, like the clear blue sky in the LA sunny weather, where the palm trees swing side to side and we ride together on a white horse or a double R hearse in a foreign car. Either way, you gotta be on guard, because they're on tap for anyone who's brown or black with tats. Everybody sees it, but nobody wants to attack. It's sad if you ask, we all gotta blast back. We're in the game, though we can't touch the ball. Seems a little unfair if you ask me, that's all. So take your ignorant ass to YouTube and type in Tanika Views to get the real news. We're doing the shit for justice, not views. Sharing knowledge and coming together, that's the real tool. He tried to lead us to the lake, so don't sleep on the knowledge that he gave to me and you. He wanted us to learn from his mistakes, so with our new knowledge, good decisions we could make. And also one thing I wanted to say myself, they killed Dr. Sebi because he was teaching health. Assassins, they come in all shapes and sizes, big booties, hips and thighs. Oh, you're Diddy's girl, right? Oh yeah, John Legend, some things happen at your video shoot. I got a couple questions for you. All those strings you pulled, you still can't make a rap hit. You punk ass little bitch, you probably got a little dick. All the shit that you have to did. This new song with Nip and Jay, what the fuck, I got something to say. What a slap in the fucking face. This new song with Nip and Jay, what the fuck, I got something to say. What a slap in the fucking face.